Hi, my name is Vicki Cody, and I did my research paper on the technology challenges that face FEMA in the disaster recovery area. Working in the Mississippi Recovery Office for Hurricane Katrina, I found this to be a topic that intrigued me due to the impact I have observed on local applicants and governments impacted by the lack of the technology being managed well by FEMA in the recovery process. My research for this paper was based on the theory that management that is done poorly at the highest level would have a trickle-down effect to the lowest level. So what I did was took a look at the GAO and the OIG reports of the management level of FEMA at headquarters and took a look at the audits, the similar types of audits of the subgrantees at the local area, and compared the two to see if there was a correlation. And I feel like the research revealed that with issues being at the top level, that there would be a trickle-down effect to the subgrantee level and would have very similar types of findings. My research paper has a number of findings that I will not be able to address in the limited time of our presentation, but what I'm going to hit are the high notes about the technology issues. The GAO and the OIG noted that there's a management deficiency regarding information technology. After Katrina, FEMA was mandated by law to update and improve information technology in the recovery and the response area of emergency management. The OIG continues to identify shortcomings to their compliance with that law. The FEMA systems are not able to provide the support to the recovery functions. The FEMA field offices are independently developing their own systems, which whenever new things are broached and discussed, they don't embrace the idea of the change. And with the OIG stated that without corrective action being implemented, that the challenge for FEMA to manage an efficient recovery process will continue to exist. Now, the impact of this on the local public assistance recipients is that their closeout process is inefficient, which delays the recovery process. They also will have a lack of trust and respect due to the inconsistent policy application from worker to worker because there are no processes documented and in place for FEMA. And the inability for a subgrantee to obtain reports on where their project is in the closeout process is a negative impact on them. Another area noted has been the lack of information sharing between FEMA and the local entities, whether it be the grantee or the subgrantee. Subgrantees have multiple requests to provide the same documentation multiple times to FEMA, and due to the lack of their technology, they don't scan the information into a document management system. The paperwork gets misplaced, they have to ask for it again. This delays the process, delays the closeout, delays the funding to the subgrantees. Subgrantees have laid out their cash. They're waiting for reimbursement for their costs incurred to complete the approved scope of work, and they're dependent on FEMA to manage their information and be able to run an efficient closeout process, which is not happening. So some states have become the repository of the information for the subgrantee and have implemented their own document management systems. I go into more detail on that in the research paper. I end my research by addressing accountability and how FEMA does not seem to be held accountable for their lack of progress towards information technology being developed for recovery.